I don't know about you, but we had our big night. Did you have a big night? We did. With this movie.
Yeah.
What's your impression this time around? April, there are many who hadn't seen it. Maybe half of our group hadn't seen it before. What's your feeling this on the second or third pass, whatever this was?
It was my second pass. Appreciated Jay's comments that, and I hadn't thought of it, but when he said that he was squarely in Secundo's camp until the
reveal
of what he is really, he's not really who he says he is, and then you find yourself fully in Primo's camp, like, oh, he never compromised, even if he was kind of stubborn about it and maybe even kind of old world about it. There's something that speaks kind of infinitely more importantly to that to that art and to that intention.
It's interesting that he's the one who you end up trusting in terms of his relationship with Anne.
Yes.
The florist.
Yes.
But that seems somehow tangentially related to his commitment to his food, that he will also be faithful in his food.
Right.
And I actually think maybe more clearly this time than ever, I got the vision of a theme, which is faithfulness.
Yes.
That runs through in simple ways and maybe not very profound ways like a food tradition, though important, not the most important. What we see is faithfulness in relation to your friends, like someone like Pascal, who is not, right?
Businessman.
Faithfulness to those you're in love with, and faithfulness to your family.
Right.
Right? Isn't that interesting how it cuts across those?
It is.
Let's watch a quick clip. And let's see if we can see. This is one. It's a very small, humble little clip, but it's one of my favorites, where Secundo is trying to make an argument for why they should not have risotto on the menu because it's too expensive and slow.
What do you think if we take risotto off the menu? Remo? What do you think about that, huh?
You know he's already heard the request. Now.
Take risotto off the menu.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Forget it.
No. I don't hear what you say. Tell me what you say.
Well, it's just that risotto costs us
the camera
a
moves
lot.
in because it's so important to him to try to save money.
It takes you a long time to make. I mean, you have to work so hard to make, you know. And then we have to charge more. So I think take it away.
Sure. Good.
Really?
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Grazie. Okay.
Maybe instead we could put.
Yes. Tell me.
Well, I was thinking. What do they call it? You know, is come si dice?
Manicotti? No.
Is hot dog? Hot dog? Yeah. Hot dogs. Yeah. I think people would like that. Those.
And then watch this.
If you give people time, they learn.
Well, I don't have time for them to learn. This is a restaurant, not a fucking school.
So clearly he's immovable in terms of the product. But in this next second, I want to watch what the camera does and the way it films. This is a rather plain way of filming, right? There's not a lot of movement or pizzazz, but watch what happens when the camera cuts to Pascal's. This kind of swooping someone mentioned this already, high glamour way it moves around. It's seductive, and it glistens and shimmers, and there's your big Cadillacs, right? Gorgeous. I think actually this explains two moments, which I will end with. And these were proposed to me by my brother. Why the scene in Pascal's back office where that lamp is sitting there, awkwardly covering it. And I think it's silly, first of all, and I think sometimes directors don't know why they're choosing, in this case it was co-directed by Stanley Tucci, that there's this block between him and the person he's trying to make a deal with, and you can't quite fully see who you're working with there. And it's a not subtle way to sort of imply that this man is not to be trusted. You don't get a nice clear shot of him that provides transparency.
Well, it cuts both ways then, doesn't it? Because then Pascal pushes the lamp down, and then you can't see half
the bottom
Stanley
half of this.
Tucci's face.
Yeah, and that makes it more complex. So it's just a guess. But maybe more importantly is this final 5 minutes, which is kind of somewhat famous in film history. With you just had the camera up in the right-hand corner of the kitchen, and the camera runs for 5 minutes and 30-some seconds. Why? I think if you again look in contrast to that swooping, lilting, glamour shot of Pascal's, what you're seeing is the contrast of underneath all of the bickering and the fighting, and Marcella did such a nice job with this, the lying actually, and that bitter and hilarious fight out on the sand. Below all of that is a story of simple faithfulness between two brothers, right? A couple of you
homely,
right? So a couple of you weren't buying the omelet that he was making at the end, but I think that part of the argument there is that it doesn't take, you don't have to make timpano to have a special bond between people. It can be scrambled. It can be an egg scrambled and cooked into an omelet. The end. And there is a symbol of love and faithfulness,
care. I noticed that he set aside a third piece after he gave Cristiano a piece, and I thought, I wonder what he's thinking there. I wonder if he thinks that his brother's gonna come in, and he knew his brother was coming, and he came in. It did bother me that they didn't toast that bread. Much better. True. Much better toasted.
True. Yeah. Tell us about the wine.
So Cantina Zaccagnini, I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was lovely. It was just a great representation of a Pinot Grigio, refreshing, juicy without being overly so. A delicate nose on it, delicate bouquet, to kind of match hopefully the delicate storytelling that we watched in the big night.
Cool. Well, we have quite a suggestion for this week. We are entering, as you know, Holy Week, which is the season of Easter. And so we wanted to pick something that is, if you will, up to the task of Easter. So this is a kind of a Gird Your Loins movie and wine week. I'm pleased to say that this week, on Saturday night, the night before Easter, we will be watching The Mission, starring a young Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons, and even a Liam Neeson's tucked in there, and several others. And what will we be drinking? We
will be drinking a Catena Malbec from Mendoza, Argentina. Ooh, I always have trouble with that. We got this from Lowe's. It's on sale. It's normally, what was it? $30. $30 on sale for $20. So it's a good bargain right now. Run and get it. If you don't have a Catena Malbec at your disposal where you are, we just thought it'd be easy enough to get a Mendoza, Argentina Malbec. Yeah. We're, as you know, committed to keeping our prices around $20 or under. This week it might go over, but we promise it will be the only week we go over, and it's because it's a very special week,
in the life of the Christian church. And so if you have it, spend it. This is the week to do that. We'll see you hopefully Saturday night at 9. We thought we would pick up where we did last time, which is 5 minutes of just greeting and saying hello, and then we're all off to watch the movie, and then we'll talk about it thereafter. Blessings to you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Happy Easter.